Good afternoon, Scorpios. This is your April 2020 forecast. I am broadcasting from the African bushveld. For those of you that don't know, yes, I live on a wildlife estate in South Africa. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is reading the tea leaf cards. That's your predictive elements for the month ahead. I'm doing a relationship reading and then the energies that are going to be most useful to you in the month of April. If you'd like personal or private reading, and I do an stunning soulmate reading, you will find the link in the description box below. I'll put it there a little bit later. You can also go to my YouTube channel, and there is a link somewhere on the banner or in the About section, which will also have a link to my website. That is where you can get readings from me. You can purchase them or order them over there. Right, so let's start with your tea leaf cards. Like I said, this is the predictive elements. These are the things coming into your life, in other words, in the version of people or situations in the month of April that you will be dealing with for one reason or another. So let's see. I have already shuffled these cards, but let me just do a little bit again. Let's see what comes up. Okay, first card up is deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay, so somebody, a friend of the same sex as you, is going to be first and foremost coming up in your life in April. Now, a whole pile of cards fell out. And I'm actually going to be reading them because they fell out in a tiny, neat little pile, which tells me they were meant for you. It also says triumph over troubles and obstacles in April. So you are going to come out on top of everything in April. Those are your two key themes, situations, people that will be coming up. There will be unsuccessful plans, something that you planned on doing or creating or culminating in April. It's going to take a little bit of a detour. It's life, isn't it? But you will have triumph over obstacles and troubles in April as well. So it's not a dead end. It's not the end of the world. Definitely not. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. In other words, you might feel that you are forced into a situation that you don't want to be in. Situations in the balance that require careful handling. In other words, there's no shouting at this person and saying no, or just outright rejecting them. There's going to be a little bit of handling going on here. Then the vine says seek out information that will help you. So whatever the situation may be that crops up in April, there's a way out of it, there's a way around it, there's a way through it. You're going to need to do a little bit of digging though, a little bit of finding out, a little bit of experimenting, maybe even asking someone for help. Ultimately, though, remember that you will triumph over the obstacles and troubles in April. That's your major theme for April. So something doesn't go according to plan. You had an idea in mind, you had an objective in mind, you had a goal in mind. It's going to take that detour, especially when someone else maybe throws a spoke in the wheel and tries to steer you off in a particular direction that you did not want to go. However, you can't just throw this person out. You can't just reject them out of hand. You can't just tell them to get lost. Because it's a situation that needs a little bit of careful handling according to the grasshopper. So you're going to need to do a little bit of digging, a little bit of finding out, a little bit of experimentation, a little bit of asking around. And it seems a very good friend may be the one to ask that. A very good friend may be the one to help you with this situation. A very good friend may come up with a nice game plan to get you through so that you ultimately triumph over this situation, whatever it is going to be. I'm going to choose one more card for you because I feel I should. Okay, and that card is Troubles and Accusations. Yeah. But remember, you triumph. So it could be somebody actually just being a little bit of a spanner in the works, okay? And someone that you can't outright tell to get lost, like I said before. I never finish off on a card like it's just not my way. Okay, and the next card that comes up is someone who's possibly gossiping about you, okay? That's where it comes from. It's an older man, it seems to be, okay? And let me see what else comes up here. A journey, either physical or mental. So I think what this is telling us is that ultimately this is a journey that you're going on in April. It has a beginning and it has an end. A journey always does. It's about somebody who possibly has said something to someone else about you. It seems to be an older man, or it's that kind of energy, okay? And you can't you can't actually confront them face on. It's not a good idea. That seems to be, seems to be a tenuous kind of situation. But you have a very good friend by your side who's going to help you to triumph over the situation. You're going to triumph over the situation, whatever it may be. There's a reason to this. That's why it's called the journey. You're going to be discovering something along the way. What are you going to discover? Okay, money matters. It has to do with money. Perhaps the way you're distributing it, perhaps the way you're using it. The next card, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So that is going to be the ultimate lesson on this journey. You may have been too willing to lend someone money. You may have been too willing to give someone money. You may feel your money is threatened at times, so you hang on to it very closely. What you will learn in April is how to deal with that situation, how to do it feeling strong and secure in your position, how to overcome that obstacle regardless, and the help will come through a friend. That's quite a big story happening for you guys. We'll see a bit more when we get to the energy cards, like what is the best energies to deal with this situation. First, let's take a look at your relationships, and this now applies to relationships you're in, as well as relationships you might be wanting in your life. First card to jump out, finances and career. Okay, that's not surprising, right, considering what we've been reading in the cards before. The next card that comes up is playfulness. Now that's interesting. I'll read what's on the cards just now so that you guys know what it says, because you always ask me what's on the cards if I don't. The third card is you deserve love. I'm going to pick one more card for you guys. This could be the one. Okay, the fact that this could be the one, on this card it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek. Tells me we're speaking about somebody here who either you're very involved with already or who has crossed your path before if you're looking for a relationship. But what is playing the key role in your life in April is your finances and your career. In other words, you might not even be a career person. You may not be the one that deals with the money in the household. But it's something tied up with material gain, with material goods, with your finances, that really has your focus in the month of April. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, this card says. So what it is saying is, where relationships are concerned, keep the energy light. We've already seen in your tea leaf cards, there's a bit of a troublesome energy there. You will be overcoming those obstacles. You will win at this. But try to keep relationships, especially personal, close relationships, established relationships, or new ones coming into your life, try to keep that more playful and more light. The You Deserve Love card, you are lovable, reminds you not to allow feelings of inadequacy to get in the way of your relationship. Because this could be the one relationship, if there's somebody new coming in April, keep the feeling alive that you are definitely worthy of this wonderful person, and keep it playful, because that's going to be your best result for a relationship, for a potential relationship. And that potential relationship could be with somebody that has crossed your path before. Possibly someone, no, I'm hearing this is just someone that's crossed your path before. You haven't engaged with them on this level, on a relationship, a personal relationship before, but they have walked across your path for one reason or another, okay? And those of you in established relationships, I think it's about remembering this is the one. This is the one you chose. This is the one you're with. So keep it playful, even though finances might be what is your focus on is in the month of April. Remember, you are deserving. Often when we act out in relationships, when we don't keep it playful and fun, it's because we feel we maybe not deserving. Remember, you are deserving. You are. You genuinely are. So just keep that one in mind. Okay, now I'm going to have a look at the energies that will be most useful to you in April. The energies to use, the energies that will also be available to you in April to navigate your way successfully through the month. Right, so the first one that comes up is happiness. I'm not surprised by this one. We'll discuss it in a second, because I'm going to just pick out another one for you, and that's going to be confidence. Not surprising at all, is it, given what I've just said? Let's start with confidence, okay? Because confidence is about that feeling you are lovable. Confidence is having the belief in yourself to keep going and the self-assurance to get you there. So what this is saying is, regardless of the situations that crop up in the month of April, remember you are worthy, very, very worthy. And to keep that in mind, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy. Just keep repeating that, regardless of what people say and do. Just keep that as your mantra in the month of April. Because that is what will keep you happy. That's where happiness comes in, right? Happiness is an overall state of complete being. It is. And it's rooted in the fact that you are worthy. So if you keep repeating that to yourself, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I'm worthy, I am, I am, I am. Okay? It'll keep you happy. And when you're happy, you can be playful. And when you're playful, you can really enjoy those deep friendships and you can just navigate your way through everything. At the root of this is the feeling of worthiness. And I think that is what the situations and the people are going to be bringing up for you in the month of April, is an opportunity to revisit the thought that you are worthy, to revisit the belief that you are worthy, and we're all worthy. Regardless of what happened in the past, regardless of what's happening now, regardless of what people have said, regardless of what you read, even believe at times, you are worthy. And keep that in mind, because that's what makes you happy. And when you're happy, life has a totally, totally different look and feel to it. That's your message in the month of April, Scorpio. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening. Those of you that like and subscribe, I really appreciate it. And the comments too, I read every single one. I will like it. I will try to respond to many as I can as well. And then I'll just repeat again, if you'd like a personal private reading or that amazing soulmate reading, I will put the links below, either in the description box, or you can go to my YouTube channel or my about in my YouTube channel. It will give you the link to the website where you can order or purchase personal readings. Thank you again for watching and listening and liking and subscribing. I'll speak to you soon again.